financial university under the government of the Russian Federation, prepared by Alexander Vaskov. I'd like to tell you about recruitment process. Recruitment is a process of finding and attracting the best and most qualified candidates for filling up the vacant positions in the organization. It suits the candidates with the abilities and attitude which are required for achieving the objectives of the organization. Recruitment process consists of 4 stages, which are recruitment planning, screening of CVs, selection process, which is divided into 2 steps, and the last stage of the recruitment process, inviting the successful candidate on board the company. Let's talk about recruitment planning. A structured recruitment planning is mandatory to attract potential candidates from a pool of candidates. Recruitment planning is the first stage of the recruitment process, where the vacant positions are analyzed and described. It includes identifying vacancy. At the beginning, the company's management should identify the positions which the company needs. Job description is the second step of the recruitment planning. It means that the company's management defines the tasks which should be performed. Job specification is the third step of the recruitment planning. It means that the candidate must have specific skills and abilities to perform a job. And the last step of the recruitment planning is to decide on the methods of recruitment. In other words, where to look for necessary personnel. There can be 2 ways of hiring personnel: hiring employees within the organization and hiring employees outside the organization. When the planning stage is over, the potential candidates can send their resumes to the company. And we move on to screening of CVs, the second stage of the recruitment process. Screening is the process of filtering the applications of the candidates for further selection. At this point, the company's management selects candidates who are best qualified for the position from the list of applicants. When all the CVs are screened, the company's management invites the selected candidates to take part in the next stage of the recruitment process, which is called selection process. Selection process is the process of studying candidates. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is testing. There are several kinds of tests. Intellectual tests, which analyze ability in abstract thinking. Personality tests, which identify measure character traits. And complex testing of skills in the assessment center, which is used for testing highly paid candidates. If all these tests are successful, the candidates are invited for the interview. Any interview covers several topics: introduction and setting a contact with candidates, the main part of the interview whose goal is to get information about candidates in order to find out if they meet the recruitment of the company. Giving candidates the information on the company and the job which they applied for, candidates' answers to the questions, and conclusion of the interview, and explanation what steps should be taken later on. After the interviews, management selects the best candidate of all. When the selection is done, we move to the last stage of the recruitment process. We offer the best candidate a job and invite him on board the company. During this phase, the approved candidate is invited to the office to sign a labor contract, which is an agreement between management and the employee of a company about salary and working conditions. After signing the labor contract, the candidate officially becomes a staff member of the company. That is all I wanted to tell you about recruitment process. Thank you for your attention.